I'm 35 years old, and for the past 10 years, I've worked as an acne specialist. During that time, I've learned the real skincare cheat codes. These are the ones the derms won't tell you and influencers don't even know about. So today, I'm sharing 35 skincare cheat codes I wish I knew at 25. So we're gonna kick it off with one of the most overlooked causes of skin issues that no serum can fix. Chronic inflammation is the hidden root of almost every skin issue. You might be slathering on products, but you don't realize that your body is silently inflamed on the inside. Think processed foods, refined sugar, refined oils. So let's try swapping out those refined carbohydrates for whole foods like, say, sweet potatoes. We're gonna reach for avocado and olive oil instead of canola oil, and things like honey and maple syrup instead of refined sugar. And you know what worsens this inflammation more than people realize? The medications that were given to fix our skin in the first place. Antibiotics might clear up your skin short term, but they do a number on your gut. The damage often resurfaces months later where we're dealing with new breakouts or sensitivities. So if you take an antibiotics for your skin or for some other health issue, we need to focus on repairing your gut by rebalancing your gut's microbiome, maybe looking at leaky gut or candida. We need to be starting here. Number 3 is going to be the birth control pill does not balance your hormones. It simply masks the symptoms you're experiencing. It actually overrides your natural rhythm. It shuts down ovulation. It triggers synthetic withdrawal bleeds, not a true cycle. It can also impact your gut health, your detox health, and deplete key essential nutrients in your body. So if you're planning to come off the birth control pill, we want to be supporting your body for 1 to 2 months beforehand. Number 4, sugar is sabotaging your skin. It spikes insulin and cortisol, increases oil production, clogs your pores, and also feeds harmful bacteria in your gut, leading to inflammation on your skin. So start by reading your ingredient labels and look for where sugar is hiding out. Instead, let's try some natural sweeteners like raw honey, maple syrup, monk fruit, medjool dates. There's so many great options we can be having instead of that refined white sugar. And if sugar is sneaky, gluten and dairy might be even sneakier. Gluten and conventional dairy are common breakout triggers. Now, even without an allergy, gluten and dairy can cause low-grade inflammation and disrupt your gut. So let's try removing them for at minimum 30 days. I would love to see 90. And this is where I want you to watch your energy, your mood, your bowel movements, your skin health, and digestion. Now, while cutting acne triggers helps, supporting the gut is what really moves the needle. Number 6, gut health equals skin health. An inflamed gut means your skin is going to be inflamed. We want to be loving up our gut by starting with digestion. This can be as simple as adding a tiny little supplement known as a digestive enzyme. This is going to be breaking your food down and helping you absorb your nutrients better so your skin repairs easier, your hormones are producing a lot better. And if you want to know my favorite ones, I link them in my free gut loving cheat sheet in the caption below. And you want to know what your gut loves? Anti-inflammatory nutrients, antioxidants, and omega-3s. So number 7 is going to be love up those antioxidants and omega-3s because they are your internal glow team. They help to calm inflammation in the body. They help support hormone balance. They give you energy. So you're going to want to be loading up on things like wild salmon, leafy greens, nuts, seeds. We're talking avocados, all of that wonderful rainbow of foods to get the antioxidants and omega-3s into your body. Now, here's the catch. Even healthy foods can actually sometimes turn against you. So number 8, not all healthy foods are skin friendly. When your gut gets compromised, something called a food sensitivity can occur. And this is where things like eggs or almonds can actually become inflammatory. So if you're trying to figure out what are those sensitivities for you, keep a simple food journal and see if you can start connecting dots. And remember, it can take up to 72 hours for a food sensitivity to occur. So that's why a journal is really great to help you link back. And if we want to start helping our gut recover, this is where I want you to think fiber. Number 9, that is fiber feeds your gut and clears your skin. So it actually helps to eliminate estrogen from the body. So it's going to help balance your hormones. It's going to feed the good bacteria in your gut and help to lower inflammation. So we want to be working our way up to about 30 to 45 grams of fiber per day. Think raspberries, flax seeds, chia seeds, lentils, legumes. These are all going to be great sources of fiber. Now I want to be clearing up that big misconception about hormonal acne. Number 10 is hormonal acne isn't just your hormones. Did you do know that your hormones actually rely on the health of your gut and your detoxification organs to be balanced. In your gut, you have a unique subset of microbes that help to regulate and metabolize your estrogen. So if your gut is struggling, your hormones are going to be struggling as well. And your liver and your kidneys actually help to filter hormones. So if they are sluggish, your hormones are going to be imbalanced as well. So we want to be loving up our gut and detox organs if we're dealing with hormonal acne. You can be doing this through the fiber we just talked about, or eating some cooked cruciferous vegetables. That's going to be your kale, your cauliflower, your Brussels sprouts. Think maybe dandelion root tea. We're going to be drinking enough water in the day. These are all things that are supporting your body's own detoxification systems. And speaking of toxins, alcohol hits your body and skin harder than you think. Number 11, alcohol is a glow killer. It is going to be dehydrating the skin, overwhelming the liver, and inflaming the gut. So let's try going alcohol free for, again, a minimum of 90 days. I promise you, you are going to feel better. Your skin, your sleep, your energy. Now, next up is probably one of the most underrated skin builders. Number 12 is protein builds your skin. This is the nutrient we see women eating the least of, and it is one of the most important for your skin. Remember, protein helps to build collagen and elastin, which are all made from amino acids you get from protein. So if you can be aiming for about 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, your skin is going to love it. Whether it's from animal sources like poultry, grass-fed beef, wild salmon, or maybe you're getting it from lentils, legumes, nuts, and seeds, we need to be getting our protein. And if we're continuing on with foods that our skin loves, number 13 is going to be anti-inflammatory diets are even better than anti-aging creams. Remember, topicals work skin deep, but food, it works cell deep. So eating a wonderful assortment of anti-inflammatory foods, turmeric, berries, avocado, leafy greens, we want to be making sure we are eating the entire rainbow of foods in a week, because every single color has a different nutrient to offer. But here's the thing, even eating the best diet won't help if your digestion is stuck. Number 14, you have to be pooping every single day. It's how your body clears out excess toxins, hormones, and wastes, because if you aren't pooping it out, it's going to be reabsorbed back into your body, head back to your liver, and now you're going to be overwhelmed with increased toxicity in the body, inflammation, and hormonal imbalances. Guess what? That's going to be showing up on your skin. So like we already talked about, increasing your fiber is going to be really great, including some magnesium citrate if you're having constipation, and eating in a relaxed setting can go a really long way for helping your digestion and your bowel movements. Aside from having healthy poops, another thing that is pretty magical for your skin is sleep. So number 15 is sleep is actually your skin's repair mode. Your body actually heals, produces collagen, lowers cortisol. While you're sleeping, your body heals. You are producing collagen, you're detoxifying, you're balancing hormones, all while you're sleeping. So making sure we're getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. We're minimizing screens before bed. And if you need help, a magnesium drink before bed can be really, really great. And just as important as getting that magical sleep, it is going to be stress reduction. So that's why number 16 is chronic stress is making your acne and skin issues so much worse. Cortisol, which is your stress hormone, is increasing oil production, which is clogging your pores, leading to breakouts. It's breaking down collagen. It's wrecking your digestion, all from stress. So this is where maybe 5 minutes of deep breathing, going outside for a walk, petting your dog, doing something that brings you joy to help bring that cortisol and stress down. And here's one internal factor that gets overlooked all of the time. Number 17 is skin loves blood sugar balance. When your blood sugar goes on a joyride, it is actually spiking your insulin. This is going to be leading to a cortisol spike, which we know is going to be leading to an overproduction of that sebum. So we want to be making sure that we are pairing all of our meals with protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep our blood sugar levels stable. And also we aren't skipping meals. And remember, coffee is not a meal. So remember, your meals should be reflecting your skin goals. Here's how. So number 18, let's build a healthy meal. So let's use the skin plate formula. Half of our plate, let's make sure these are low starch veggies. A quarter of our plate should be a really great protein. That final quarter can be our starchy vegetables or say a brown rice or quinoa. And then if we want to add like maybe a little 10% more, this is where a drizzle of healthy fats will go a really long way. This is going to be giving you the protein you need, the fiber that you need for your digestion and your hormones, your fats that you need for hormone production. Remember, all of this is stabilizing your hormones, improving your digestion, and fueling your skin repair. Now, if you've got jawline acne acne or deep cyst, this next one is for you. Number 19, insulin resistance equals hormonal breakouts. Remember, it actually increases androgens, which causes oiliness and clogged pores and thus breakouts. So let's try starting our day with a protein-rich meal and put aside the refined carbohydrate bagel or muffin or coffee. Making sure we're having protein first thing in the morning can go a long way for helping to love up our insulin. So let's try starting our day with a protein-packed breakfast to really keep our cravings and our insulin spikes at bay. Want a natural hormone support tool? Let's try this one. So number 20 is seed cycling is a great little tool that you can use to help naturally support your hormones. Your estrogen progesterone will love it. So from days 1 to 14, we're going to be eating flax seeds and pumpkin seeds. Days 15 to 28, or the end of your cycle, can be sesame seeds and sunflower seeds. These can be added into smoothies, on tops of salads, on soups with your vegetables. They can have them whole, you can have them ground, whatever you love. And while you're loving up your hormones with these great seeds, you can actually also be loving them up through light. So at number 21, we have morning light is great for resetting your hormones. Actually helps to set your body clock, affecting your cortisol, your melatonin, your insulin. So getting direct sunlight in your eyeballs within 30 minutes of waking up is going to go a long way for helping to set your circadian rhythm. And don't forget, your lymphatic system needs some gentle movement. With number 22, we want to be moving our body to love up our lymphatic system. This lies just below the surface of our skin, and it doesn't have a pump like your circulatory system has your heart. So it's actually relying on muscle movement, whether through yoga, through walking, through working out, whatever it may be, or manual stimulation through massages or dry brushing or even castor oil packs. Now, for a bonus detox, we know that sweat is going to be great. So at number 23, we are going to be sweating it out. Whether you have access to a sauna at home or at a gym, you have a good workout, you're going for a good brisk walk outside, you're going a hot yoga class, getting the sweat out is also going to help to naturally detoxify your body. We just want to be making sure that we are rehydrating with clean water, because at number 24 is going to be hydration. But we want to be making sure that it is clean water, because regular old tap water can be filled with lots of different chemicals. The plastic bottled water can have hormone disrupting ingredients that are going to mimic hormones in your body. So whether we are getting filtered water through something like a Berkey or we're using glass bottle, these will be really great for helping to get clean hydration in your body. Remember, you want to be aiming for about half of your body weight in ounces every day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, let's gauge for about 75 ounces of clean filtered water every single day. If you're active, that might increase a little bit. And one organ that really loves hydration is going to be your liver. Now, your liver does 500 functions in the body, including filtering toxins and hormones out of the body. When it gets bogged down with the inundation of chemicals that we're eating in our food, we're drinking in our water, we're applying to our skin, the medications, the alcohol, your liver can be really sluggish and stagnant. And when that happens, it actually starts to call in your skin, which is your body's largest organ of detoxification. It's sending all that backlog out, and voila, we're dealing with breakouts. We can be supporting it with proper hydration, that cruciferous vegetables we talked about, the kale, the cauliflower, the Brussels sprouts. We can be doing castor oil packs. All of these are going to be loving up those internal organs. Now, if you've done all of this and you're still struggling, it's most likely time for this. Number 26, functional testing is the new skincare routine. Whether you're running a hair trace mineral analysis to be getting a look at the imbalances in your body, you're running a GI map to look at the different species of bacteria in your gut, or you're running a Dutch test to look at your hormones, all of these labs are going to be looking at specific imbalances in your body that are leading to your skin issues. And you definitely want to be working with a qualified practitioner that knows how to interpret these, which we do here at KSW. So if you want to learn more about working with us, check the caption. Now, we could be running all of the functional labs we want, but if we're not looking at the foundational lifestyle habits, we're never going to be moving the needle. So number 27 is you cannot out-supplement bad lifestyle habits. This is where we want to be making sure we are eating enough food in the day. We are eating enough protein in the day. We're drinking enough water. We are reducing stress, and we are sleeping. These are foundational things that we cannot out-supplement. So at number 28, remember, your skin thrives on consistency, not perfection. We don't want to be jumping around from every single diet to new skincare products every few weeks, because we're never sticking with something long enough in order to let our body do its thing. Remember, the acne clearing trifecta is going to be time, patience, and consistency. So let's give new habits a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks. Speaking of routines, let's remember when it comes to your skin, less is more. So at number 29, we want to stop overusing products and stop overusing active ingredients. Acne sufferers tend to think that more is more. I need more actives. I need to make sure there's AHAs and BHAs in my cleanser, my serums, my SPF. All of the things need to have overly harsh ingredients. But what we're doing is stripping our skin barrier and making our skin more inflamed, red, dehydrated, and sensitized. So let's pull it back to give our skin and our barrier some time to breathe and keep it to a gentle cleanser, maybe one serum. We're doing a moisturizer and an SPF to protect your skin. And while we're on the topic, remember at number 30, sunscreen is a non-negotiable. Even in the wintertime, even through windows, the sun rays can actually still be damaging your skin. So this is where we want to be reaching for a mineral-based sunscreen, where we're applying it to our face, our ears, our neck, our chest, anytime we're going outside. And we want to be opting for a mineral-based because many of the chemical sunscreens have hormone-disrupting ingredients that are going to be mimicking hormones in your body, which we definitely don't want. We're in the final stretch, so I want to wrap it up with some final powerful external tips that a lot of people don't know about. At number 31, that is going to be read your labels. So many of the skincare, the makeup products that we're applying every single day have those hormone disrupting ingredients we just talked about. And when they absorb into your body, they are mimicking hormones in your body. So we can be doing all of the hormone balancing we want, but if we're not looking at the products we're applying to our skin every single day, we're not really doing ourselves justice. So let's try using the Think Dirty app, the EWG, their Skin Deep app. All of these are going to give us a really great understanding of how toxic our products are and start looking for cleaner beauty options. Now, while we're on the skincare, let's talk about retinoids. I know they scare a lot of people. So at number 32, let's consider retinaldehyde as an alternative to retinol. A lot of people get nervous because they know retinols are very drying and purging. But what's really interesting is a retinaldehyde is stronger and more potent, and it's one step closer to what the skin actually needs. And it doesn't have that same drying and purging you would get with a regular retinol. A retinaldehyde, or also known as a retinol, is going to be great for acne, fine lines, and those with sensitive skin. And now while we're on the topic, while all natural skincare sounds great, it isn't always the answer. So at number 33, remember, natural doesn't always mean better for acne. Many natural brands actually contain pore cloggers that are going to be making your acne worse. And they also can sometimes lack that clinical potency. So we want to be looking for clean beauty options that don't have those pore cloggers, or we can be taking it a step further to a medical grade line like osmosis, SkinCeuticals, or cosmetics. And if there is one product I want you to ditch at number 34, that is going to be makeup wipes. Instead of using makeup wipes, which aren't doing a great job, plus they're not great for the environment. So instead, we want to be doing a double cleanse. You can either be using an oil-based cleanser or a micellar water to be helping to remove our makeup before we go in with a water-based cleanser. This is helping to ensure we're getting rid of all of the SPF and makeup that we've been wearing throughout the day. And finally, this is probably one of the most important tips. So at number 35, that is healing isn't vain, it is self-love. Remember, clearing up your skin means you're listening to your body and caring for your overall health. So pick 1 or 2 tips from today and start there. It is all about progress over perfection. Now, these were the 35 skincare cheat codes I wish I knew at 25. And remember, if you want to learn more about working with us, you can check the caption or also grab our free resource at the Gut Loving Cheat Sheet.